This week at Scale Down Tucson Dragway, it is a funny car match race for the ages. We've got 8 of the best from back in time, including Wild Willie Borsch, who's going to be leading the field here this weekend. Also, all the way in from Detroit, the Ram Chargers brought their Dodge out to be a part of this. Texas oil man Gene Snow, the rambunctious man himself, is here. Yep, that's Roland Leong's Hawaiian machine. You don't think he'd miss this, do you? And the Chi-Town Hustler, Farconis, Coyle and Minnick. That's a car to be reckoned with anywhere they go. Representing the West Coast, Ed the Ace McCullough in the classic Revolution machine. Another one out of Texas, it's Raymond Beadle in the Blue Max. And all the way in from Chicago, Don Schumacher's Wonder Wagon. Place your bets. It's funny car racing at Scale Down Tucson Dragway. The staging lanes are full of funny cars here at Scale Down Tucson Dragway as we get set to go with round number 1. First pair already burned out, and they're ready to go. That's the famed Blue Max in from Texas and driver Raymond Beadle, and he's going to be taking on Don Schumacher. When we match race funny cars here at Tucson Dragway, we only bring the big names. Well, unfortunately, we're going to start with a solo here. The Blue Max with an oil leak on the burnout. He was shut off and pushed off the starting line, and the Wonder Wagon will take a solo. Solid run for Don Schumacher as he's racing for lane choice and makes his way into round 2. We'll have a little cleanup on the racetrack, and then we'll be back. The safety crew here at Tucson Dragway makes quick work of the cleanup, and we're ready to go. Gene Snow and Ed the Ace McCullough, a couple of the biggest names in funny car racing. Terrific race that time, and check it out. It's going to be all Ed McCullough, the Revolution. From wire to wire, takes care of this matchup, and he will advance to round number 2. Another big matchup as the big names have come out to play. That's Wild Willie Borsch on the left side of the racetrack, and in the right lane, the ace himself, Ed McCullough's Revolution. And Ed McCullough takes this one in a great side-by-side drag race. These nostalgia funny cars are really putting on a show this week, but that time it was just a little bit too much of the ace, and Ed McCullough makes his way into the Final 4. And our final pair here in the first round matchup, it's going to be the Ram Chargers over on the left side of the racetrack and Roland Leong's Hawaiian taking on the right lane. Down the track they go, and the Ram Chargers gets the better of it in the top end. The Hawaiian looked like it had a cylinder out. Closing in on the finish line, definitely was slowing down. Two of the legendary teams out of Chicago, the Farconis, Coyle and Minnick team over on the left side of the racetrack, and Don Schumacher's Wonder Wagon on the right side. I can't begin to imagine how many times these two have faced off against each other. Oh, it's problems for the Wonder Wagon, but no trouble whatsoever for Pat Minnick. The Farconis, Coyle and Minnick car is going to the final, while Rescue rolls to check on Don Schumacher. Don Schumacher able to climb out of the Wonder Wagon and walk away. Unfortunately, the car a little bit worse for wear. You're looking at the Chi-Town Hustler, who has already earned his spot in the final. Will he race the Ram Chargers or Ed the Ace McCullough in the Revolution? It's going to be the Revolution. Off the starting mark first. It looked like the Ram Chargers may have smoked the tires. He pedaled it out there a couple of hundred feet, and Ed McCullough takes it to the stripe. It'll be Ed and Pat Minnick in the final round. The two finalists lined up in front of the tower here at Scale Down Tucson Dragway, doing a little trash talking before we go up for the trophy dash. It's time for the money run here at Scale Down Tucson Dragway. The Chi-Town Hustler left side, the Revolution machine in the right. Who's going to take home the gold? It's going to be all Pat Minnick. Moved first and got to the stripe. The Chi-Town Hustler came, saw, and conquered. Scale Down Tucson Dragway. Congratulations to Pat Minnick, to Austin Coyle, to the entire team. The Chi-Town Hustler taking care of business here. Funny Car Saturday at Tucson Dragway. Before we sign off here at Tucson Dragway, we want to do a little salute to our first responders, our very own track fire and safety crew, as well as our friends from Corona de Tucson, which come by and give us a hand whenever we need it. Thank you guys for taking good care of all of us here at Scale Down Tucson Dragway. That'll do it for this week. We'll see you again soon when we go racing, either Hot Wheels or big cars. I sure hope it's big cars.